Welcome back to the Bulldog HQ, the hub for all things student life at Adrian College. My name is Kelsey Zoli.
I'm Chris Chiz.
And let's get episode 7 started.
Yeah, recap over the weekend. It was Easter. Do you have any Easter plans or?
I did, yeah. We went over to my aunt's house and we got all the cousins together and we did the Easter egg hunt, except this time it was, instead of candy, it was money.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Do you usually have like younger cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that when we were younger, and now everyone's older, so we just switched to mimosa mornings.
That's awesome.
Yeah, honestly, I like it a little better, but, well, I don't know. I'm not a candy guy anymore, but the money.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I do that, I'd be pushing all the kids out of the way.
I know.
I'd be selfish with it.
Did you eat some good food?
I did, yeah. We always have a bunch of Polish food, kielbasa, pierogies.
Are you Polish?
Yeah. My whole dad's side of the family's Polish. And
Pierogies are one of my favorite foods.
so Richie had pierogies this year. They've never had that.
But they were boiled, though.
They're all right. Yeah. They're all right. Well, then this upcoming week is finals week. How are you feeling about that?
You know, I'm basically done. I just have my capstone paper that I have to turn in, so easy work.
That's perfect. I have no actual tests. Well, I took my CPR one today, but I don't really count that.
CPR test?
Yes. Just written. It was 18 questions.
Oh, nice.
So
That ain't no final. So
that's what I'm saying. It's like barely a quiz.
I was going to say.
I got through, though.
That's Chris to say, that's a damn pop quiz.
Yeah, although I did know about it, so I don't know about the pop. Just a damn quiz. You know, like
Beaver dam quiz.
yeah, pretty much. And then move out's coming around the corner. My family's coming this Saturday. We're moving out my couch and my fridge, so I'm just gonna be sitting on the floor.
It's sad, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully, campus safety isn't around this weekend because we're going out with a bang.
yeah. And then is it Friday? Is the well, I guess with this podcast being released, it'd be last Friday. But the field day, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah, we're already going to have the party.
The field day
before, 'cause
was
this will be
so awesome. I had a great time at field day.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm excited for that.
No.
And then we got graduation.
I know. Oh my gosh.
I think I'm 50-50, ready to move on and enter adulthood, but at the same time, it's like, I love my life here.
I know
It's so
what you mean.
fun.
It hasn't set in that I'm not coming back to school. Every year, it's just your end of school, summer
Yeah.
starts. Okay, whatever. It
Yeah,
hasn't set in that I'm just not going to be coming back in August.
I know. Do you have a job lined up?
Not yet. Just going to be moving home, looking in Grand Rapids.
There you go.
Kind of enjoying the first half of the summer as my actual last summer break.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens.
Everything happens for a reason. You'll figure it out.
Lined up?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Great for you.
I'm not
Must be
excited. I will switch places with you.
Yeah.
It's like the pressure, once you graduate, you have to have a job. That's, I don't know, I'm just not excited for the 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, but
It's going to be a blast.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's talk about the dog of the week. We are recognizing Emma Ashe, a sophomore teacher ed major. What brought you to Adrian?
Hi. So honestly, off the top of my head, I really I think it's a beautiful campus. There's a lot, and it's really small too. I went to a really small high school, 100 kids in my graduating class. That's the most we've ever had. That's a record for high school. And it was just really small. I liked how small it was, and just from hearing people talk about it, it's very big community. I really did like that.
How is being an RA?
It's interesting.
Wait, I have more questions about the first one. I blanked out. Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
So, did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
No, actually not at all. I actually came to be an exercise science major. I feel like almost everyone that comes to Adrian College. And I actually hated it a lot. I'm sorry. I'm going to be so honest. I didn't like it personally for myself, but I played sports all my life, so I was I could still be kind of interacted with sports while doing this. But I was I really, really liked working with kids though too, because I coach kids over the summers. So I was I really want to be a teacher. I enjoy teaching kids, so I was why not?
Yeah. I mean, I substitute just on the sides and on the side. And when I get back from school, I'm wow, this is exhausting. It felt like a whole week went by.
Yeah, I will say, so I do clinicals. So like I go to a classroom every week, maybe 2 days a week, 3 days a week. It depends. Like I'll spend like 3-4 hours there. It's exhausting. I just taught a lesson today. Yeah, having like kids hug you all day, touch you all day, constantly asking you questions.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's actually really tiring.
Well, shout out to your teachers.
For real.
Because
I'm going to be so honest. Yeah.
What age or what grade do you work with?
So elementary, I want to go into 2nd grade, but I know like once I like go to look for a job, like they're just kind of going to throw me anywhere within my degree.
That's fair.
So like 1st through 6th, I think. Really don't want to teach middle school. Not at all.
Why not?
They're kind of mean.
No, that's fair.
They're like kind of mean. I went to a middle school in Ohio a few weeks ago. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like the words that were just coming out of their mouth. I'm like, was I like that?
It's that age.
Yeah. Especially when they like hit puberty too.
Yeah.
Worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're mean.
Yeah.
They're
Crazy. You finished elementary school all the way through high school and want to go back to doing it every day.
You know, I hear that a lot. Every day. Actually, I'm going back to school. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in school. Last thing I want
Had
to
fun
do.
waking up at like 5 a.m. every day.
Summer's off though.
Yeah, I get breaks. I think that's actually the reason I want to do the job.
Yeah.
No, just the breaks. Yeah, not to work with kids, just the breaks.
Well, I can relate because I mean, just like I was saying, like a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. That sounds. I know it's you know,
Oh yeah.
it's not listed where you start. It's not where you end, but
Yeah.
Time to switch it around.
yeah, definitely. Well, that's great. And I know you're an RA on campus. Mm-hmm. How's your experience with that?
So far, it's actually been really good. Been screamed at a couple times, but you know.
By the residents?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, when they're drunk. Oh yeah, like it actually gets really bad sometimes. I've had to kick people out.
Especially freshman dorms.
Oh yeah, Chris is an RA too.
Oh yeah, he knows. But it's just also like it's really fun. But I'm gonna be really honest. Like some of our residents, like I like try and like communicate with like my residents, try and talk with them. I have a really good relationship with a lot of the girls on my floor, but some of them just they don't like me. I'm gonna be honest. And like
It's okay. They're just jealous.
I know, right? No, but I will say it's definitely been a lot of fun, especially like getting to know other RAs on campus. I will say like I've made more friends that way too. That's really because I remember my freshman year I just had like a few friends.
Yeah.
Now I've got like so many.
That's awesome.
Actually a lot of fun. But I'm actually in Powell Hall next year too, so that's definitely I'm excited. I'm really excited. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to it. I really like the job. Like it's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now you have a year under your belt. Do you think you'd stay in Powell for your last year as well? No? Enter a little fasting.
Yeah. I think the main reason actually would probably be the bathrooms. I'm going to be honest. I would like my own bathroom. Seeing a lot of the stuff that the girls do this year and from last year, that's foul.
gross.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when you have a community bathroom, it's
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to say there are boxes in the actual stalls for a reason.
yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely gross. I definitely want my own bathroom my senior year, but you never know.
Maybe someone will see this podcast and be like, I'm gonna give her the room she wants. For her
Yeah,
senior year.
maybe. Right. Hopefully one day.
You did. He's watching it live.
I was going to say, cargo is pretty cool.
I was thinking about cargo.
Yeah.
I don't know though.
But maybe next year you have a great time and you're like,
Maybe.
let's run it back.
Is cargo where they used to put the people with the plague?
Huh?
Like COVID?
I thought that was Pello. Where, for COVID?
Yeah.
Like,
Basically,
Right, it was
Yeah.
cargo.
It was cargo, yeah.
Why was it cargo?
just because they have their own bathrooms.
Oh wait,
And
the
secluded a little bit.
That's right.
Pella does too.
Yeah, but
I don't remember why we
I
said
didn't.
I
wasn't
think
there
cargo
when
was nicer. So
I miss Davis Hall. Freshman year,
you were in Davis.
loved it.
I've never heard any good things about Davis.
Serious? Yep.
No, I've only heard.
Well, I'm
Never-
a bad kid, so.
So it makes
Oh,
sense.
probably what I would
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
I'm connecting the dots. Okay.
Yeah, all of us were just super close, you know? Everyone kept their doors open, and it was just amazing.
I will say that. Okay, I have heard good things about Davis.
Yes, you liar.
But I will say like that is the one like really good thing that I've heard that like Davis is like a really big community.
good.
I will say it's probably 'cause it got like a big basement.
Yeah.
Be real.
Everyone would hang out in the basement.
Yeah. Like last year, my roommate, she'd like cook food in the basement. Like everybody go down there and power.
Oh, yeah. I remember there was this one girl, her name was Cookie Kelsey, because she would just make us cookies. She'd make us full-blown meals.
Wow.
And we're like, what happened to the... Or Baking Kelsey, not Cookie Kelsey. But we're like, what happened to her? I think she transferred. She got tired of cooking for everyone.
Or was just eating her food.
Yeah.
Guys, what the hell?
Yeah.
A Shallow Hall kid will never understand a Davis Hall kid.
No.
That's just the truth.
And I'm so blessed to have been part of the Davis community.
Oh, you're missing out. Powell was so much fun. Yeah.
And it really is. It's like a party. It's like a party.
It's a party.
Not an actual party.
Party, Powell. Pop, Pillow.
See? Hard.
You're going to shut down any parties in Powell?
See, the thing is that a lot of my residents at first, in the beginning of the year, thought I was also another resident, even though I made it very clear that I was an RA. I went downstairs one night. Actually, really funny story. One of my friends, who's also an RA in Beeman, actually came over and tried to help. Because actually, some kids were fighting in the lobby.
Oh, awesome.
And I was like, what's going on? It was my last round at 2 o'clock in the morning, and all I was thinking about was going to bed. And then there was a party. Tried yelling at me, like, hey guys, like, you know, they all thought I was a resident, offered me beer, like, offered me everything under the sun. And then I had to, like, I just called Campo. I was like, I can't do this. Nobody's listening to me.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. And I, I kind of hate to be that person, but, like, I have to be that person. So I think that's the hardest thing about the job is, like, having to do stuff like that. Because, like, it's their first, yesterday, as a freshman, it's their first time being away from college. And, like, they don't have their parents. They have so much freedom. Like, their parents aren't going to know about it.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, kind of hard sometimes to be that person. But it's, like, there are frats. They're, like, there are other places to, like, go have a party, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you pick the freshman dorm? Like, that's the... Like, realistically, that's the stupidest place you could start drinking.
Dude, you've been like...
Oh, my God. My sophomore year, Franco and I had to shut down a party in Feeman. And it was like, Campo was sitting outside of Feeman already. So we were like, yeah, like, not a great place to party, guys. Like, Campo was here before this thing was even, like, started.
And the amount of times I see, like, just Campo doing rounds in the freshman quad, like, especially in Powell, like, I've had so many conversations with so many different camp officers. I'm like, hey, just doing my round. Oh, me too. Okay. Have a nice night. Like, just like, why would you do that? I don't know. It's kind of crazy anyway.
They just think they can get away with anything. Shit.
Not under Emma's watch.
Well, that's great. Hey, it's just prepping you for being a teacher. Just dealing with kids, basically.
Yeah, actually, that is the realest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, absolutely.
Stop, Chris.
Then connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots.
Well, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your experience with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this. I'd do it again.
See you next time.
Talking about our weekly dog trip, and this week we are highlighting women's tennis win over Trine University. I unfortunately did not get to watch that game.
I didn't either, but yes, congrats. Huge win, just like we were talking.
Our tennis team's doing pretty good this year.
Yeah.
I see a lot of their stuff on Instagram. Though.
Yeah, but
And then we're going to move on to our athletes spotlight, which is actually a tennis player recognizing Hope Busscher.
Did you do that on purpose? You're like gassing up the tennis team, and then you're like,
No.
oh.
Just I thought of it. I was like, oh, look at that.
Then you're like, oh, speaking of, we have somebody on the podcast who's on the tennis team.
Yeah, actually, I totally planned that out in my head.
Oh, no. Well, good job, Hope.
Thank you.
And welcome to the podcast.
Thanks.
You are a junior interior design major and tennis player. What brought you to Adrian?
Actually, my dad went here, and that was not the only reason why, but I also really loved the campus. The campus life is amazing here. I think the campus is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All of those grand things.
Yeah, they're putting up the pink flowers right now.
Campus is really small. I went to a high school that was also smaller, and so that was kind of a nice transition to go to college that was similar.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. How's the tennis team doing this year? You guys just beat Trine.
Yeah, we're doing really well. First conference tournament in a while that we actually made. So
Congratulations.
Thank you. That's starting Monday. So we're looking forward to that. Getting prepared and all those good things.
How long does your season go for?
Oh shoot. We start we start from the spring break and then all the way till pretty much now. If we make it to the conference tournament, which we did. So
if you were to keep winning, would you stay after move out and graduation?
no, the conference tournament only lasts about a few days and that's during finals. So we start Monday and then it can go, I think, up to 3. So
Okay.
so to Wednesday. So
Yeah. So who's the top dog in your guys' league?
that would be Hajan. Or you mean, oh, okay, I got you. It'd probably be Hope. I'm sure
Hope.
College, yeah. Yeah.
Same with soccer. It's always Calvin and Hope.
Yeah.
That are the top two.
Yeah, it's those colleges that have the indoor courts.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, what was the name you said before? Hi, June?
Hey, Jen. No,
She's a student.
she's a student.
Oh.
She's our number one single. So that's why that's why I thought that's what you meant. No.
Are you
I was wondering that too.
Yeah.
are you a singles or a double split?
Mostly singles, but if you are in the top 6, you do play both. So occasionally I'll play doubles as well, just depending on where I'm needed. So, but mostly 3 singles. That's where I've been. Yeah.
That's sick. What got you into tennis?
My dad.
Didn't you play here?
Yeah, actually.
Your whole legacy?
Yeah, my whole life. It's crazy. I know most people are like, "What in the world?" Don't even get sick of it. All of those things. And they're like, "Did he push you into it?" No, he always told us that we had a choice. I don't know if we really did, but yeah. No, it's one of those things that one of those sports you can play your whole entire life. So yeah, it's fun.
So singles and doubles is singles when it's just you on the court versus another person.
Exactly.
Then
yeah.
doubles is 2.
Yeah. So you have a partner.
So for each meet, does everybody on your team play, or does it kind of earn your spot and pray?
Yeah. So so you have challenge matches at the start of usually the season, but you can't actually get challenged out during the season. So your spot is never guaranteed. Yeah.
You have to call someone out. You be like, "Hope, I'm challenging you. I want your spot." You just do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be like, "Hey, coach, can I challenge so and so?" And yeah. So your spot's never guaranteed.
That's scary.
We live.
And then for doubles, is it usually you and the same person? Has built chemistry, or does it switch around a lot?
Yeah, it can switch around. Usually, it can depend on chemistry. Usually it is based off skill. So if there's somebody that's around the same skill wise as you guys will have a challenge round robins to see who is going to play at that spot or that level. So
That's great. Hope actually just won a gift card from our networking event. It was crazy. She wasn't signed up, but I saw her in Richie and I'm like, "Get in here." And she's like, just right away, because she's just a chill, kind human being. Walks in, goes through the entire event, and then the next week we had so many names, probably 40, 50. We put it in a wheel and hers got picked.
Wow.
yeah.
Where was the gift card to?
Oh, it's actually a Visa card.
Oh.
So anywhere.
And for her birthday a couple years ago, I texted her on Instagram and I was like, "Hey, Hope, I hope you have a good birthday." She's like, "Okay, this girl's weird."
It doesn't even surprise me to say that.
No.
Not even
She's like, "Wait, who is that?"
Yeah. She's like, "I don't really know her, but I just had to."
Honestly, I get those jokes pretty much every day. So it's
You have a really pretty name. I like it.
Thank you. You can thank my parents for that.
I will.
Yeah.
We'll have to go to a tennis match.
Actually,
No, actually, I have been dying to see a tennis match. I feel like I'm trying to go to, all these games. And especially when you're in season with your own sport, you got practice and then game. And so,
Yeah.
You guys host a lot of tennis matches?
Yeah, we just had one. I'm blanking on who we played, but we did just win. So
Brian.
Fine.
Oh,
Oh, my word.
that was here though?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was that was a really good big one, like you guys mentioned in the beginning. That was one of our matches. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
Well, that's great. Thank you for being here with us today, Bo.
Thank you for
We
inviting
hope
me.
you have a good rest of your day.
That's a new celebrity.
Thank you. All right, I'm never coming back. But our first guest was like, I'll be back next week. So, no, I'll be back. So much worry.
Moving on, we're going to talk about the campus events this week. First of all, you can find the final schedule online at the Adrian College website under the academic tab and then the registrar. So go look at that and good luck on finals.
And then Monday, the 28th, we have women's tennis MIAA tournament.
Tuesday the 29th, one of the best days, pancakes under the moon, bingo, make sure to show up early. That line gets so long, but it's so worth it every time.
Yeah,
And-
that's fun. You can win lots of prizes. For those of you that don't know, big prizes and very valuable gifts. And
Even it's just a good time, like 90% of the campus is there. Mm-hmm. You're just at a table with your friends, kind of socialize a little bit.
yeah,
But that is at 8 p.m. So
should we talk about what you do before?
before,
You just gotta prepare.
supposed to hang out with friends and get comfortable.
Get your
Ease
Kool-Aid.
into your bingo mode.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be respectful in line.
Yep.
Yes,
And be
absolutely.
respectful in line and try not to cut. I know it's hard. When all your friends are at the front, they wait 6 hours.
Okay.
They need that front table.
I never show up on early.
My dad was like, "You're always picking on Chris."
Yeah. He's here. I'm just trying to do my thing.
You're such a nice kid. And then Thursday the 1st, we have softball versus Haram. That's a doubleheader at 5 and 7.
Friday the 2nd, women's tennis has their MIAA tournament. Baseball will take on Albion College, another doubleheader, 3 p.m. and then at 5 p.m. And then housing closes at 5 p.m. as well. So make sure you have all your stuff for next year set.
Yes, sir. And Saturday the 3rd, we have softball versus KZoo. That is a doubleheader at 1 and 3.
Then Sunday, all seniors know it. It is graduation. We'll see you bright and early at 8 a.m. in the chapel. Don't be too hungover. Yeah, I feel like that's like the biggest thing. And then commencement is at 3 p.m. That's when it starts.
It's going to be hard because if it's our last Saturday, it's like, did we do it or did we not?
Oh, we got to do it. Yes. Maybe like a Red Bull in the morning.
Yeah.
Some coffee.
Make sure you don't miss graduation practice, though.
Oh,
Important.
yeah. Yes.
Let me tell
Or
you.
else you won't graduate, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. I need to. I have to.
You have to walk.
Yeah, I have to.
Otherwise, it's not real.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't, do I stay another year? Is that how it works? Wait. Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah. I don't got the money for that. But yeah. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and we'll catch you next time.